a couple of words from a couple of people, and before I say anything, Lisa's going to start us off.
Right, thank you everyone, firstly, for coming and enduring the heat and the rain and everything. So firstly, thanks for coming. I'd like to also thank the sponsors as well. Obviously we wouldn't have been able to do any of this without them. Now then, I've got some notes and I'm not very good at public speaking, so bear with me. Right, as you say, you know you're in the Design Centre at the University of Sunderland, and this is where I did my degree. I was a mature student and I graduated in 2012. So this building means a lot to me, good and bad, you know. But it was the start, beginning of my journey to get to here. Now then, I've moved on from there. I've started working for Dan at Media Savvy, and it's fantastic what we do. We're so lucky. We get to meet lots of different people from lots of different walks of life, and we help them do things that they want to do. You can see it all on the walls, how talented people are and what they're capable of doing. It blows me away constantly. It's fantastic. That camera's making me so nervous. Oh, dear me. One of our learners has been talking recently, and he's in the room. I've seen him tonight somewhere. Where is he? Ray? Is he around still?
Wave your hand, Ray.
Ray has been talking quite a lot lately about altruism, about doing something to be nice, not for any reward. And we have a ident, you'll have seen it everywhere, shine, because this is for people to shine. It's for each individual on these walls to shine tonight. That's what it's all about. And altruism's brilliant, and you know, we all need to be a bit more altruistic with our lives. But the ident that you can see outside, which Andrew, one of our tutors, has fantastically animated, it starts with the letter I for a purpose. It's because I want that individual to shine, and I don't want you to be altruistic tonight. I want you to think, no, I shine. That's what I want everybody to feel who's contributed to the work that's on these walls. So, rather than bleating on anymore, thank you again. And if I've missed anybody, I'm so sorry. But thanks everyone for coming, and good night, and enjoy.
Good stuff, Lisa. Graeme? Smith?
What?
He's usually a stand-up comedian. That's his full-time job, but the rest of the time he works for the NHS. He's one of our main supporters as well. You definitely have to jump up there, Graeme. Graeme's just going to say a couple of words about his partnership with us over the years and what it's meant for his particular learner groups.
Right. It's really interesting to be here and meeting so many different people. My life is spent working in mental health, and the way I work is the influence and the power of people's stories and people's narratives. And I was thinking about, right, Dan asked us last night, can you say a few words? And I do stand-up, and I could be on here for about an hour and a half. And I thought about a quote that kind of sums up this project, but also the spirit and the integrity and the kind of love of humanity that our partnership has really developed. That it does make people shine. It makes the unsaid said, the not yet done done, and the not yet made seen. I work into schools as well I'm a consultant family therapist, a specialist family therapist, and a clinical lead occupation therapist. And I once worked in a school, and there was a little lad at the back, and the teacher said, that's me special needs child. Doesn't do very much, doesn't say very much. And he says, just watch him throughout the lesson. And as I watched, he just scribbled, and everybody else was interacting and talking. And at the end of the lesson, I went over and had a look at what he'd written. And it was simple, not sophisticated. And it's about how do we listen to people without the filter of a model, and how do we understand people's stories, is what we call make meaning. And it was really touching, because I looked over and this is what it said. it said yesterday, yesterday, yesterday. Despair, despair, despair. Today, today, today. Hope, hope, hope. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Dreams, dreams, dreams. Ah, look, the little tea glasses. What a lovely poem. And you look up. This poem, that's me spellings. So I was trying, I was waiting to be sophisticated and clever, and he outwitted us and outfoxed us. And I was really touched because I started a conversation with him. Simply a set of wonderful stories start to emerge within the groups I'm involved in, the people who use my service. The not yet said starts to emerge. The not yet heard starts to emerge. And I learned after 5 minutes this lad could dig a ditch, lamb a ewe, mend a tractor, build a fence, smell the seasons coming, know what time of year it was, where the birds were. Any bird that would sing, you'd say it's a chaffinch, a blackbird, that's a bullfinch. And he knew where the nestings were. Now he didn't have special needs. What he did, he had special skills. And the teachers would say, he needs a good talking to. We didn't. What he needed is a good listening to. So the work we've been doing I'm really proud of, and that's why I'm here. I should have clicked off at 5 o'clock, and I'm hoping I'm getting my time back being here. And I thought I'll leave you with a quote, and it's from Nelson Mandela. And it says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. We're all meant to shine like children do. It's not just in some of it, it's in all of us. Who am I to be talented, beautiful, adored and wonderful? Actually, who are we not to be? And it's as we let our own life shine, our presence automatically liberates others to do the same. And looking around, doesn't it shine? That's the love of humanity. So just enjoy yourself, meet wonderful talented people that are here, that's contributed to this, really, and you see meaning making. Is that all right?
Okay, now the most important person, or a representation of the most important person. Phil? Have we got Phil? Here he is. This is one of our star shiners, for want of another phrase, you know, and he's just going to, I don't know what he's going to say, but there he is. He can tell it like it is, he can say what he wants.
Well, it's an honour to be here and to show you my work, but thank you for coming, and thank you to the Media Savvy staff for believing in us. You've opened a lot of doors for us when we work. You've believed in us that I can actually do things, and thanks to you now I've got an opportunity to progress, not just with my level 1, but I've been put forward for an award, but I've also been put forward for 2 mentoring schemes from this award. So the doors are there, it's just for you to take the chance to walk through them. Anything's possible, anything's a dream. If you can take it by both hands, and that's what I've done, and I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. So basically that's it, really. Is that good enough?
Before I say a little bit of boring stuff at the end, is any more of our learners in here that would like to say anything? Because I've only just bumped into a lot of people. Any brave souls out there? Ray? Brilliant. Go on, Ray. Cheers, mate.
Oh, this is daunting, isn't it? Well, my name's Ray. It's really difficult to walk into a group of people, a room full of people that you've never met before, and then become friends, work with them, and it became easier and easier, and it became more and more enjoyable as weeks went on. And what started out as a classroom finished up as just going somewhere where you did something you enjoyed and really enjoyed and had fun, and you had an end product, and you were guided along, and you helped people, and they helped you, and at the end of it, you've got this amazing setup, and it's all people that walked into a room that didn't know anybody and weren't friends with anybody and had their own problems and issues, and they've went through the process, and this is what you've got, and it's amazing. And I really, really appreciate the fact that I had the opportunity to do it. And Lisa mentioned this before with altruism, and I always said that I was very selfish and I had to have a more altruistic outlook on life, and I hope that I'm starting to do that. So, thank you.
Any more takers?
Just so you don't have to say it.
Keith? Couple of words? Right, last one, and then I'll finish it off quickly. Cheers, Keith.
Hello, my name's Keith Stafford. I work for Northumbria Probation Service. We've had a long relationship with Media Savvy, probably over the last 2.5 years or so, basically from when they first started. We've run different courses with different types of people. Some people who, you know, if you say what they've done, you probably look around and think they shouldn't be given opportunities, they shouldn't be given things that they enjoy. But really there's more than one way to help people change. And punishment is one way, but also opening doors, like Phil said, opening doors and giving people opportunities is another way. And sometimes you're lucky that people take that opportunity, and it's so amazing when you see the types of work that's being produced. I'm the team manager down in Hendon, and I used to go down and watch the group progress from day, like week 1 all the way through, and I was just astounded by how quick not only they learnt the systems, which was beyond me, but also how the creativity that came out and how they put the heart and soul into some of the work. I mean, I've looked at some of the work today, and it's about family, it's about the community, it's about lots of different things. And I think one of the big things that I think so wonderful about all of this is that we can celebrate not only people changing, but also, you know, putting the heart and soul and say, okay, I've been given a label for what I've done in the past there, but I now want to be seen as this person who's multi-dimensional, who's got lots of creativity in us, who can do some good, and do some good for myself, for the people who love us and know us, but also my community. And I'm just absolutely astounded by the level and quality of the work, and I'm so jealous that I can't have a go. But maybe one day I'll try and put a couple of hours aside and have a big go on the computers. But Dan and Lisa and the rest of the Media Savvy team have been absolutely wonderful. And I think at the end of the day, they're using Photoshop, but the most important thing is the people who deliver it and the people who we engage with make this sort of stuff happen. So massive thanks to Media Savvy and everybody associated with it.
I'm paying him in pizza, by the way. Okay, I'm not as good as the rest of them, so I brought every word down in case I forget something. But it's going to be quick, don't worry. This is lucky. Firstly, thanks to each and every one for coming tonight and making this a big success that it is. And I've even wrote, it's a good job, that's true, otherwise I would have to scrap that line. So, thanks. Want to quickly thank some key people who, without them, this event wouldn't have been possible. All of our fantastic tutors, but Leon, where's Leon? Hands up. Leon in the back corner, there. Little round of applause for Leon, please. And Andrew, where's Andrew Hayden?
Oh, is that
Andrew. And as you probably already guessed, Lisa in particular, down here. So they've all put loads and loads of hard work in their own time to make this happen and to make Shine happen. I think Lisa's probably averaged about 3 hours sleep over the last 3 weeks, but I don't think she minds. But if without that hard work and dedication, this just wouldn't have been possible. So massive thanks to all the guys. And also a big thanks to all the sponsors, Gen 2, the University of Sunderland and the local authority, because again, without that we wouldn't have pizza. And the artwork, and place to put the artwork and booze and everything else. So thanks to all you guys as well. So this is something we've always wanted to do from the early days when myself and Mark, who's down here, we started the company together in 2010. We always talked about something like this, but it never really happened. And you know, it was the early days, and there's plenty of other things to do when you're starting up a new company. But we were always missing that little extra push that we needed, and that's what Lisa gave us this year, which has been great. So we've managed to put it on. We're also now a far better established company, and obviously we've built up all these partnerships that you've heard about a bit. And I think you'll all agree that the work that's been produced warrants such an event to celebrate the guys that have actually done it. Events like this are great for the company and the staff and the partners and potential future partners, but ultimately it's all about the learners, the guys who do it and move on, like you've heard from Ray and Phil, but there's lots of other people in the room tonight and people that have been and gone and people that can't make it. So hopefully you all get a chance to speak to these people in the rest of the time that we've got, and you've already probably spoke to a lot of them. So you can see a wide variety of creative and diverse work produced by a wide variety of creative and diverse people. The simple and effective designs that you'll see, and there's some more more advanced designs, and you know, any cause has got an absolute mixed ability. But some of the work that's been produced is absolutely fantastic, and I think you'd agree that it would stand alongside any A-level or degree piece of work, especially given that some of the sessions, they only have 10 sessions in to learn how to use a program as complicated as Photoshop, if anybody knows it. Well, a lot of you do, obviously, but it takes a while to get a grasp of it, so they've all done absolutely fantastic in that time. We're really proud of each and every one of them, and everybody's got at least one piece of work represented that actually showed up and was dedicated on our courses. And we're glad that we can give them their little moment to have a piece of work, because there's famous artists out there that don't necessarily get the work exhibited anywhere. But all these guys just truly deserve it. So we're proud of them. I'm sure they're proud of themselves. I hope they are, and hope all the friends and family are also. Okay, so we're already looking forward to the sequel next year, given that this has worked out so well. Hopefully it'll be even bigger and better, or maybe not bigger because it's a bit warm, isn't it? So, yeah, maybe another venue.
Do it in the winter.
Yeah, do it in the winter next time. So, yeah, that's about it. Please enjoy the rest of the evening. I hope there's plenty of drinks and nibbles for you all to go around. Anyone's interested, a few of us will have a nightcap in Lambton Worm over the road afterwards. And also there's, I don't think it's Terry made it. All right, okay. So there's one birthday girl in the room, Helen. Where's she at? There she is. So happy birthday to Helen, everyone. Woo! It's one of our learners' birthdays as well. Terry, unfortunately, he hasn't made it tonight, but happy birthday to Terry as well. And finally, one last thing, as you might have already seen in the brochure or on the display, I'd like to dedicate Shine to my best friend, Pooney, Gavin Hardy, who was tragically killed a few weeks ago in a motorbike accident. It's great for some of his family and friends and my gorgeous goddaughter making a noise around there to be here tonight, and a lot of his friends too. So if you've got a glass, I'd like you to raise it and toast. So, to Pooney. Pooney. Right. Have a nice night.
You